All right, we are live with the Fisher-Price block.
Oh wow, I'm totally ready for this.
Before we start, I just wanted to quickly add that we are raising money for Extra Life. So if you haven't donated already, if you have, thank you very much. If you haven't already, we're accepting many donations for various incentives coming up. So please take a look at the schedule to see the incentives. And thank you everyone so far because we've exceeded our original goal. Let's aim for $1,500 today. Take it away.
All right, hi, I'm Sparkover, and this is the Fisher-Price block. Obviously, a very well-needed block in any marathon. As you can see, I'm very well-dressed for the event. You have to dress properly when you are going to be playing some video games. So today,
I just muted mine.
we will be playing Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue. The speed run is done from 4 to 1, just so you can get the good RNG out of 4. But because we're in a marathon setting and aren't going to be race setting for PBs, we are going to go 1 to 4. So we're going to get into this right away. You ready on the timer?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. So the goal of this game is to save all the citizens from the terrible fires. So of course the first thing you do, run through the city at top speed, drift around the corners to get to the house and find a cat. Good cat. Only cat you'll see in the game, unfortunately. Speaking of a cat, hi, hello cat. Thank you for hosting. You see me and have eyes, and that's beautiful. So the maps get slightly larger sometimes. But it's at this point where we actually get to start getting humans to save. So there's one. Okay, the house isn't on fire or anything. But, you know, I don't know, maybe there's a gas leak or something and they need to get out the windows. I couldn't quite tell you the reasoning of that, but that's all right. So as you can see, very good music from this game as well. It's the beautiful hum of the fire truck driving down the street. It's thrilling, I promise. So a little bit bigger a map here. Go around the corner, get to the house. And so pretty much in this game, you want to hope for good RNG. You want the houses to come to spawn going from that way so that you may have good RNG and have a very fast run. I know, saving humans, what is with that? So now onto the fourth house. This is a very realistic game. You work your way up the ladder of the fire department, and the goal of this game is to become the chief. So my dream, my lifetime goal is to become the chief of the fire department. So let's see if we can achieve this goal together by using my convertible that I stuck a ladder out of. Very nice RNG here. Look at that. Now that's just beautiful. You want him to be house number 3 now. Look at that. Perfect house number 4. It's a good day. Nope. Except then you pass by it because you're trying to read chat. So we've been promoted and now we go to level 2. It's very important to do your menuing properly in the middle, because if you have to reset, it's a very long reset. The title screen music is very long, and I actually apologize for not playing it for you, but my Firehouse Rescue cartridge is very finicky, so it's not safe to reset it even. Even if it's in a good position, it might just stop working after that, and you don't want to be rude for that reason. So, whoa, wait a second. We're not even on to the next stage now. We're given another house to go to. The maps get larger. This is some real challenge they're throwing at us here. So just keep zooming down the street, saving the humans, sticking the ladder up to their window. That is the only way they can leave their house. Actually, this one's door looks like it's kind of boarded up, so I don't blame them. Few stages each time. The maps from now on are going to be the exact same every time, but the different levels will provide some additional challenges that I will cover when we get to that point. For now, we just have to enjoy saving the humans. It's not quite an incentive. You pretty much have to save the humans. There's no option about that.
Would you like me to move chat to the other side of the screen? To the left side? Or right side, sorry? So it's
I'm fine either way.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like I have a lot of time to read chat. This is a very intense game. I have to drive around corners here. Very serious. Well, kitty jump on couch. You mean the cat that we saved the first time? I think it's an outdoors cat. We found it in a tree. Then again, if it was stuck on top of a tree, maybe it's not a very good outdoors cat. Maybe it was an indoors cat. So we just got back to the station and, oh, we have to make another rescue already. So this is the more complicated map. It doesn't matter so much when you only have to get to the house itself. But again, these further challenges that I talked to you about actually could affect the run. It could kill the whole run, in fact. And we really don't want that. But we pretty much just have to hope for good RNG. Why? I'll let you know later. Or you already know, because everybody knows the hot game that is Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue. Now this house clearly has a door. So zooming around the corners, you actually can save time by taking them at the proper time. You can also get yourself stuck on one of the corners, as I learned by mistake one day, so we hope we will not do that. Again, go ahead.
It turns out there's a character limit on the donation tracker. It cuts off at a certain point.
Oh no.
Yes. Thinking I might delete some of the earlier donations from it so that at least the most recent ones are showing.
There are also a few that you can merge. Some people have donated a couple times.
True. I'll see if I can find those.
Also possibly anonymous ones.
Yes, Anonymous has donated a couple times here.
So now we go on to level 3. What challenges do they have for us? A timer. So now we must zoom within a time limit. Of course, when you're way out of the age range for this game and know where everything is, the timer isn't really such a problem. But fun fact, I actually did babysit a almost 5-year-old at the time. You know, like in the actual age range that they expect, and he had trouble getting through here, the mazes, with the time limit. So, you know, don't scoff at it. Just realize that you're out of the age range that they may have told you for. But the timer actually does come into play in level 4, so again, don't make fun of it. It will show its wrath on you. Well, yeah, if you're babysitting, why would you not teach your speed game to the younger generation? So again, go to the house, save the humans. Maybe compliment their sweater if it's a nice one. That one's not so great, but look at this guy's sweater. This one's sweater is fancy. Look at those speckles. I'm not exactly sure how this fire engine drives around with their ladder extended all the time. I feel like that's probably very dangerous. But I won't question it. I'm not the chief of the fire department or anything. I only dream that someday they'll be able to promote me to that. But I'm just a young Sparko with a dream.
I like that sweater.
That's the nicest sweater, really.
Yeah, I'd wear that sweater.
Yeah, we should all get copies of that sweater.
I just realized I can't be heard on mic right now, so.
If you talk loud enough, you can be heard on this one.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Pretty loud.
Unless they changed it.
No, I looked at it. I have to talk really loud to be picked up. What I'm saying right now isn't getting picked up.
Well, just in case you couldn't hear that, our host confirms that he would definitely wear that sweater. And there it is again, just for the sweater in question.
Yeah. They are. Oh, you know what?
They are definitely chanting Brent upstairs.
Castlevania 2 is obviously a very appropriate game for teaching anybody. Hopefully our nephew is a little bit older than the kid I babysat, but you know, even if he's not, he'll grow into it. If I know anything about being a childhood, you have to be that cool aunt that, like, supplies the video games. I had one of those. That's how I got my Super Nintendo. And all the cool games. So, bad order on these, unfortunately. But you know what? We're almost at the final challenge. My dream. My dream is coming true. They're recognizing my hard work, and they're promoting me. Do you think maybe one day I'll become chief? Let's find out. I am now the captain. Now here comes the hardest challenge. Remember that timer they introduced? Now we have keys we have to get. So my strategy is generally just drive up to the house and hope for the best, and already that has failed me. So as you can see, there's a key, and you cannot save people from their window. Yes, from their window until you have a key for their house. It's usually not too bad in the first stage, but after the second house, things can get pretty windy, so there actually is the danger of having to try again. And that really is the run killer right there. First house was successful, though. And we move on, so we can see the key there. It's not optimal placement, clearly, but because we can see it right away and don't have to drive around extra for it, for a marathon setting, that is preferable. If those keys had been reversed, that would have been pretty optimal, actually. But you can't ask for everything on a one-and-done run. At least we hope it's one and done. So onward to the next stage. On the lookout for keys. Again, my strategy is always just go and hope, because look at that, there it is. That's pretty much my strategy, because in order to, you know, get a competitive time, you definitely need the good RNG to be on your side. So there's no going around that. And again, going zoom, and look at that. Perfect keys on this level. That is what you're looking for. So these keys are the reason why the speedrun route was changed. The community had a vote, actually, on whether or not the run should be played 1 to 4 or in any order, therefore doing 4 first to get the key RNG out of the way. I've actually not done a run yet on the new route, but one day when I have time again, when I'm free from all these marathons, yeah, right, I will possibly go play some more Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue in hopes of getting back the record. So look at that. Very nicely placed key. This is, of course, the run killer right here, this level. The roads are long, twisty, and turny. It's a giant map. So actually getting the wrong key placement can result in not a game over, but having to try again. It's kind of like asking for a promotion and your boss telling you, yeah, maybe later, it's not quite right time yet. They don't want the chief of the fire department to not know how to get all the keys off the map successfully. So last one here now. Hopefully we'll get a nice key. Gotta look everywhere, hope for the best. And we see that. That's not terrible because we can get to it.
I want to jump in here.
Go forth.
Hey, just wanted to give a quick update that coming up next, we've got Time Crisis 3 after the Fisher Price block. And that'll be 2 systems playing link play. So none of that ugly split screen stuff. It'll be pretty awesome. As you may know, Slurpathon V for Extreme is raising money for Extra Life. Children's hospitals, great cause. We've already raised so much money. Thank you, everybody. We'd like to hit $1,500 today, if possible. So continue to tweet, or share, host, all the above. Get the word out, and let's get to $1,500.
All right, so time for Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue is just above 13 minutes. That would be the time. I've been promoted to the chief of the fire department. Congratulations, me. It's time to move on to the real challenge as soon as I can. You have a tight Nintendo.
It's new.
I don't want to hurt it. There we go.
We replaced the, not we, Captain Mop replaced our reader in our NES. Still prone to that problem, though. Oh, so close.
Okay, this is normal. I don't know where the happy spot is on your system, but we'll find it.
So close.
Seem to like that way a little more. You're being a bugger.
Bear with us, everybody. This is the hardest part of multi-game races.
Please bear with us.
Ha ha ha.
Scraggles is definitely bearing with us.
Oh,
Oh,
so close.
can I play like this?
No, you can't.
Yeah, it seems to just want to turn on and off. But it'll stay on when it does that. Any thoughts?
Can you try pulling it out? Like, take the cart all the way out and put it back in?
Sure. Maybe.
I will, if that doesn't work, we will try something different.
I mean, that definitely looks fine.
Okay, try it again.
Yeah.
Hey!
Beautiful! Turn it off and turn it on. Always the plan. Welcome back, Joe. Now, I know you missed the beginning of Mickey Mania, but here we have the Fisher-Price block, so please get excited for that. So as far as Firehouse Rescue, I don't know entirely how many different spots there are. I believe they're limited, though. I don't believe they can be anywhere. There's probably, I want to say around 10 per map. Anyway, this is my biggest challenge of Fisher-Price games. Remembering. It's essentially the game of memory, but if I don't talk my way through the whole thing, I'm in a lot of trouble because I actually can't remember. This is not my speed game. But I can do my best to provide a remembering experience. So not too bad when you only have 1 to 12, but when you get up to the full block being there, it can become quite the challenge. But I'll do my best to remember quickly. I'm actually getting kind of lucky with the way these are coming out right now, just because so far I've been able to make 3 matches. And there is 1 more match to make. I never quite know the proper technique of backtracking versus not. But we'll do our best to figure it out. I got lucky there and made a match, so we'll be out of round 1 pretty quick. One thing to note, when you open a box, it definitely goes to the next number over, so you want to factor that into making your decisions. So what have we made? A cash register, I suppose? I did very well this round. And we go on. We've got some bowling pins and a camera. Oh wow. So when I'm doing this run myself and I'm actually trying to be serious, I'm like yelling all of the words through the entire thing. Just so I can attempt to actually remember, but I'll try not to be annoying and yell at you too much this time around.
Whatever lets you go the fastest.
It's true, going fast is what's important. It's not gonna matter too much until we get over to the larger puzzles. I think that skate was actually number 5, so I can work with that. So I think I've just got a popper and a lawnmower under 3 and 7. So again, just, you know, when you have fewer pictures to work with, it's definitely a little easier to keep track of where everything is. And that's number 3, so we will have this puzzle completed. What do you think I'm making? Looks kind of like a microwave or a toaster oven to me.
Toaster oven, yeah.
And our last item we find is a hot mixtape. Alright, I did very well in this round. Press any button, and we go off again. So we got a plane and a horsey. And a bowling and another plane, so already we can loop around and take care of one of the matches. When I get closer to the end of the level, I'm not so sad to skip numbers, but if I'm just starting out, I really do like to try not to skip too many. I'm already kind of forgetting what's under the number 3, so let's hope for the best. Statistically, I have to have a repeat by now, but I don't entirely remember, so let's try our best. Oh, nope. Nope!
Bowling.
Run over! Run over! Run is cancelled. The run is not cancelled. I remember Horsey is number 2, though. So that's a good little start. I definitely want to discover number 12 for my own sake, and it's the Popper, which I believe was number 7? Alright. So, and bowling was number 6, so I just need to remember where the other one was. And it's number
bowling.
3. No bowling allowed at Slurpathon. It looks like we're making T-ball. Or bass-all, as the picture likes to tell me. Nice score. Alright, new players, new level, new game, same players, same level. We want this one. I've forgotten how to menu, so please bear with me. And on to level 2. Again, resetting in this game is a big problem. So what the heck is that thing and a kettle? Maybe an iron, but that's not quite what an iron looks like.
It's a dustbuster.
Dustbuster! Oh! And there's our kettle right away. Very nice. And there's our dustbuster, so wee bit of shuffling around, and we have successfully knocked out 2 of our matches already. I had one of those telephones as a kid. Product placement. And that's a piano, and I don't know what that thing is. I just call it a donut stack.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
And we've already found another match. So one more mystery item out there, and can hopefully remember the rest. So we had a phone. There was a donut stack somewhere.
An 8 is a donut stack.
Haven't seen the plane yet, though. I think the skate was in 9, but I'm just gonna hesitate for a moment here. Yeah, that sounds right, because this was the piano. Alright. We're remembering, folks. We're remembering.
Vacuum. I had that vacuum toy.
I also had that vacuum toy. Shoutouts to our childhood. Mine was blue, though, not pink. So let's see, we got the plane, which I think was here, because the donuts were an 8. And there we go. Hooray! I did very well this round. Yes, I did. Alright. Ah, shoutouts to Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue. The dream.
First 2 are both vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Very helpful.
Fire truck, car. I don't know what that third thing is. Yeah, I've called it foosball, but I know it's not quite.
Hey.
And there's our car. Hello. I always love it when they're right beside each other. So we got a fire truck, the shuffleboard, and I already forget what the other one is. Remembering is hard, folks. Don't try this at home. Or do. It's a fun game.
Yeah, we're so busy talking about the shuffleboard, I forgot what 4 is. Cassette? Maybe it was cassette?
Cassette was 7 or 4. There we go.
Oh, you were right. Good call.
I have a feeling 4 might have been the camera, because I seem to remember those colors, but I could be way off on that. So we're just gonna not think about 4 for now.
Ooh, shuffleboard.
Match there. So we'll take care of that. Still looking for my friend the fire truck. Hey! Hey, baby. Nice to see you. Just remind me of my new promotion. So all the rest of these should be matches. Oh,
I think it is 4, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with my intuition.
Good call.
Oops. But that's the mixer. I think the plane was number 6, actually. Yeah. Alright, we can do this, though. We know which one the donuts is. We know which one the mixer is.
We can remember.
We can remember. And last but not least, the bowling pins. And we've made a karaoke machine?
Yep.
Sure. Ah, the Fisher-Price karaoke machine. Coming soon to stores near you. Burger! Bowling! Burger bowling.
Burger bowling. I like it.
I'm glad there's salt and pepper beside the burger. I hit one of those cash registers as a child, too. No, they're throwing everything at us now. So burger bowling, cash, picnic basket, plane, and popper, I guess. Bear! Alright, so good news, we've found one of everything now. Bad news is I have to remember where all of them are. I know we had burger bowling.
Picnic emote.
Panic basket. Bear. I think the bear was here. Hey, good bear. Hey. Scraggles is here. Scraggles is here to join Slurpathon.
Wishlist says, what is Scraggles doing in this game?
Scraggles is enjoying the game. Scraggles plays Fisher-Price I can remember.
In this game.
I know, also in this game. But because he's a famous bear. Look at him. He's just so precious. Plane, I think, was here? Look at me, remembering things! Scraggles is a famous bear. Everybody should know him.
More famous than Smokey the Bear?
Yes. And so time for WFR Burger. Beautiful emote. Now seen in Fisher-Price, I can remember. So, hey, you did very well in this round. Yay! Oh, my score's even better than last time. Okay, so we go here, gameplay, 1 player, put in our name, play alone, then put in our name, and then level 3, the challenge. Oh no, if you thought I couldn't remember, here we go, folks. It's focus time.
I'm impressed so many Twitch emotes came from Fisher-Price.
So we had people, something, bus, and donuts.
Just wanted to point out that it's great to see so many people making clips of, I'm assuming, amusing moments in the marathon. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tweeting and sharing, hosting, you name it. Everybody, the more people we can get seeing this, the better. The more money we can raise for Extra Life. Thanks, everyone.
So I'm already kind of forgetting where things are, unfortunately, because it's just a lot for me to take in at the moment. So this is where the remembering gets difficult.
Fisher-Price, I can forget?
Yes, exactly. So the important part here for me is to do the ones that I definitely can remember and figure that out after. But we're forgetting. Forgotten memories, exactly. Fisher-Price, growing old. That was number 2. I think I had one of those too. It like played some little songs when you turn the dial.
Did you start playing these games because of nostalgia?
I don't remember what prompted me to start playing these games, honestly.
It just seems like an unlikely speedrun.
How is this unlikely? This is charming. I honestly can't remember what compelled me to pick them up, though.
Not the memes?
So camera's there, phone's there, and mystery things are somewhere else. Well, always memes.
How big would you say the Fisher-Price community is?
maybe a dozen people. Maybe. Hello, Giant. How's it going? I was going to tell a fun story. So last year, April Fool's Day, there was a giant meme race of about 7 people playing Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue. It was proclaimed the speed game of the year. Bear. The other games have not received quite as much attention. Honestly, Firehouse Rescue is probably one of the most fun ones to play. You get to drive a truck. I mean, isn't that the dream? I'm not taking in this information. I know I saw the cash register, but I don't remember where it was. I know I saw a fire truck too, and don't remember where it was. This is Sparko's going down in time.
Firehouse Rescue is certainly my personal preference as well as a kid. But I played it on DOS, not on NES.
But if you can count on me for one thing, you remember where the bear is.
Call Me Giant asks, are these games procedural? Also, hello.
Calling these games procedural would probably be a bit of a stretch for an NES game.
Oh, we found a Humpty Dumpty. Sorry, I'm trying to focus right here for now. It's super serious.
I'll try to take some of the load off for her and interact with her for her.
Chat interaction.
Matching games are just pure RNG, so yes, I would agree.
Yeah, it's tricky. Especially when you actually have a pretty poor memory.
But that's why you play these games, to improve your memory.
Yes. My prefrontal cortex needs work. Wait, brain age.
Future Brain Age speedrun?
Alright. It's gotten bad. I didn't take in any of the information in this one, so we're gonna have to try things. I keep opening number 11, and it keeps being the same thing. Alright, there's our cash register. Remember, it's in number 8. There's our lawnmower. We're getting rid of that darn number 11. We seem to be making T-ball again. They are recycling pictures for us. I feel a little bit underwhelmed, Fisher-Price. You could have tried harder with your Nintendo Entertainment System game.
Hello, Omax. I hope you're feeling better.
Hello! Fisher hype indeed.
Yeah, Fisher hype block, indeed.
Also, I'm not on mic right now, but you're about 3 minutes from the estimate. What are you thinking for time?
Help.
How much more time do you think?
One more puzzle after this, and then Perfect Fit takes like 3 minutes.
Okay.
I'm so bad at remembering.
That's why its new name is Fisher-Price I Can Forget.
Alright, we've located the cash register. We can win this. I need my NES cardinality here to do all the remembering. How dare you forget me?
I like that as well. How dare you forget me. Very good.
Because I'm Sparko. Alright, come on, mash, mash, mash. To be fair, my estimate was definitely decimated by having to switch games, and it took some time, so I would like to take back those seconds of my life.
Yes, she's used to a, well, how do I put it, a well-lubricated NES. And the one she's using now is crisp and new. Yeah, this game is not built with a snappy interface, and I'm sure that's intentional to make the game drag out way longer, which is good for kids. You want the kids to be distracted. I remember as a kid playing Firehouse Rescue on the computer, and we'd load it up for like half an hour and put it back, like just close it and come back to it every so often. So like, yeah, if it was any faster, that'd be bad for my parents.
See how much better this is going when I'm actually focusing on it? Very serious speedrun.
Is this a sewing machine?
I think it's a video camera.
Oh. Thank you, Ouija Wee, for the host. Thank
Ouija.
you, call me. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Call me Giant
Oh, oops. People was, I think, 11.
for the host.
Welcome back, Jeff. No, you are here for the most hype block of the marathon. Possibly, ooh, my voice, possibly only being outshone by the main event, which is one of our donation incentives. Oh, where's this kettle?
What, Pringles?
No, oh, you were gone last night
I was
when the
gone.
announcement happened. We have a new donation incentive. If we can raise $300, NES Cardinality will play the main event, which is a special edit of Wheel of Fortune, made by Jeff actually in chat here. And it's a Nintendo Entertainment System edit for video game themed Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, time is probably when they show me the high scoreboard, I think. Or is it? I think it's already happened perhaps. But anyway, congratulations to me. I remembered at the end of the day. So now I'm a little more used to shimmying games out of this brand newly non-lubricated Nintendo. And now, the final game of Fisher-Price block. Fisher-Price, perfect fit. Loads perfectly, my beautiful baby.
First try. Woo.
Thank you for the GGs. Final game here, the speedy one. Unfortunately, we are already over time estimate, but I blame putting things into the Nintendo. Obviously, I didn't have a perfect fit putting them into the Nintendo. So I cannot start gameplay until this little intro is done. Again, dragging things out for the children is important. The one player, play alone. My name is A, and we have to play level 1, 2, and 3. So the object of this game is to fit these pieces into their shadows. So you have to first determine which of these pieces fits in the shadow, and then place it on top of each other perfectly. I know.
This one seems decidedly less difficult than the other ones.
I don't know. There are some future challenges. Don't judge it so quickly. So pretty much for the RNG, you want to hope that, you know, things are closer to you. So not all the way on the right side, not all the way on the bottom. Hi, Krista Borg. You're a kind human. Thank you for recognizing what I meant to do here.
Just so everyone knows, we are currently $100 into the main event donation incentive.
Nice.
So let's keep raising that money and aim for that $300.
So it always pleases me in a puzzle like this when the color scheme works together and all the shapes have the same colors. It's really great. Anyway, whoa, you were saying this game is easy, Mazrim? We have to flip these pieces now. They come out all different orientation and we need to go whoop. Look at that.
God.
I know. The challenges are real. So now not only do you have to know which piece is which, but you have to flip it around, either vertically or horizontally, sometimes both, and then put it in its shape. There actually are a couple that can trick you a little bit, but for the most part, it's easy to figure out. But look at that one that says 1200 on it. That one, sometimes, you know, the backwards numbers might fool you.
Sorry to distract you, but can we edit the paste bin?
Yes, on the laptop.
Ah.
So, spoilers, but I'm really hoping we can see the bear. There is a bear in this game. It's a very good bear.
Whoa! Whoa.
Whoa. What happened?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Meg donated $115. Thank you so much, Meg. That's super awesome, especially considering you came all the way out here for the marathon as well.
Thank you very much,
That's very
Meg.
generous of you. Thank you so much. Go Sparko. Thanks for having me in your marathon.
Yay!
You are awesome. Thanks so much.
So one thing I really like about this game in comparison to the others is it moves really smooth. Like, the movement is just very nice actually compared to the other 2 games. I'm not sure that I ever really would be able to rate the 3 Fisher-Price games. But yeah, the movement is just so smooth, and there we go. There is our beloved bear. Everybody get out your bears in chat for Sparkover. Oh no! I ruined Perfect Fit! See, it's a challenge. It's a true challenge when you're very casually just trying to run through the game. Okay, Slurpathon is over. Slurpathon is over. Oh, it's the bear though. We're saved. The bear will save us. Look at that good bear. And the weenie.
I see now why Meg donated the amount she did, because we are now at $1,337. Nice meme. Thanks so much.
Thank you for the memes. Thank you for everything, really, though. Thank you for coming out, Meg. That was a treat to have you come down and meet you and speed game with you. Alright, so we're coming up on time here. As soon as the screen says you are a champion, slightly after I place this last piece in. So, oh, look at that, a nice color scheme for the end. So, very shortly, time.
40:54.
Alright. Not that great for overall, but hey, I think like 10 of those minutes were definitely spent on the Nintendo. Not really. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for the Fisher-Price block. I can't look at you right now, but I'm sure you're saying lovely things to Sparkover in chat about how great I am. And these games are. Very humble, Sparko.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Aw, there are some bears in chat. You're all lovely. Anyway, yes. That was the Fisher-Price block. Upcoming next is Metal Gear Time Crisis?
Time Crisis.
Yes! Words! Thank you, everybody.
We'll be right back, everyone. We're going to get set up for Time Crisis.
Gone.
This will take just a little bit longer than the usual setup, so probably about 5 minutes or so. So be patient. Thanks so much.